Hi everyone, welcome back to yet another episode of The Secret Letters. So in the previous session we stopped at Lily's confusion about whether she should go ahead with the man she loves, and he is diagnosed with the schizophrenia. So like I told you all earlier, this is a disease that actually curbs the person's ability to think and behave clearly. They do not have the clarity to either think or behave in a proper manner. So this really, there isn't any complete cure as such, but the episodes keep coming and going for few of them. They definitely need medication. So what I want to tell is, if you all, or if any one of you all are thinking or are in similar situation and thinking what to do, I will just brief you about what are the things you need to keep in mind. Now I want Lily to think whether she can manage this or no. So a person with schizophrenia, first and foremost, will complain of hallucinations. Like they can have auditory hallucinations where they hear some noises, they feel someone is talking, or they can see something which is a visual hallucination, or a combination of both. They can have delusions of people trying to murder them, probably steal their thoughts. So these are not true. Does not exist, these two things. But your duty while the person is explaining such things will be to empathize and to join them. Like, you should not agree with them, nor should you disagree. You should never say something is wrong with your head, there is nothing happening, because this will put them down further. So you have to empathetically give an affirmation like, oh yeah, I do understand, it might be so bad, it is so sad that this is happening. You're not going to accept what he's saying, neither deny it, but you have to show empathy towards that person. Now this is not going to be only during the rosy days of your lovey-dovey relationship. It is going to be throughout your life, because since there is no cure for it, your medication will help, but there are chances of episodes coming on and off, or it can be at a stretch. So you should be ready to hear things that really do not happen as it is happening, and you will probably have to be positive and patient enough to accept and empathize with that person. Okay, this is one point. Secondly, this person will need some kind of support for taking medication, because medication is very, very important. Medication is going to be a part of your family. Without medication, things don't fall into place. So you should not be ordering that person for taking medication or going and meeting the therapist. You have to be playful enough, smart enough in making that person go to the clinician, take the medication on time. You should be very smart enough in playing with things, okay? Another thing will be, you will have to have the support of the family, maybe a friend or a family or someone. You would definitely need someone if in case you want to continue with your profession, because you need someone to be around. Okay, so you need help of people. You need someone to be there if you are busy or if you are held up with something else. So the presence is important. So it's always wise to have a family member or a friend or someone to be there if you are not available. Okay, so that is a good thing, again depending on how often these episodes start coming. Now again, they will because of the medication, they are going to have very less interest in sex. So once you start living with that person, if you are deprived of your physical need like sex, it can be extremely stressful. It might really make you sad. It might make you feel worthless. These are the side effects of not having a good sex life. So this is going to be another issue. So with medication, yes, to a certain extent it might change, or you can talk to the therapist and bring in some changes in the medication, true. But otherwise, there's going to be a lesser amount of interest in sex. So you will have to keep that in mind. You will need to have sessions of family counseling, a couple counseling, where the therapist will actually guide you through, the psychologist will guide you through as in what are the things that you need to do. So these are the most important things that you need to keep in mind. See, emotions again. The person needs to be informed about certain things. When you're doing your daily chores at home, he may not be helpful enough, may not help you in the kitchen, may not help you make the bed, may not be very cooperative. You have to literally make a schedule as in how to make that person get involved in all the activities. The person will not be very emotionally inclined, may not actually come and shower you with a lot of love, may not always acknowledge or thank you. So these kind of things will be a little away. That is not his issue. It does not say that it doesn't say that he's not in love with you. It is just that it's part of the disease. If you can accept these things and have a lifelong relationship with this person, and you feel you have not sacrificed anything, but this is the part of life that you have chosen, well and good. I would always suggest that you go ahead and live your life with the man that you love. But if in case you feel that in the long run you're going to regret the choices that you made and you're going to make even that person's life miserable, then it is better that you slowly start avoiding. Now, if that person has just told you that he was diagnosed with schizophrenia and you have not experienced anything of that until date, then I would suggest you that now you're spending too much of time with that person. Slowly stay away from that person for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days and see how he reacts. Whether he pesters you to come back, whether he threatens to die. See, some people tend to be suicidal. Okay, so you need to be careful about that as well. If the person is talking about ending the life, you should be available right there. You should take help right there. So suicidal tendencies are also a part of it. So there might be times when he's going to say, I'm going to do, hang myself or probably jump into the river. All these kind of things will be there. It is not necessary that they will really do it, but they would have those feelings of killing themselves. So these are the few things that I wanted you to keep in mind. And if you're okay with all these things that I told you, there are more to add on to it, but these are the things which is quite common for people who have been diagnosed with schizophrenia. So any kind of illness, if you can manage it, if you are wise enough in handling situations, you can live with anybody that you love. So my only suggestion is, if you think and if you feel you can live a happy life by managing all these things without any regrets, please go ahead with your relationship. It is not about what the society is going to say. Society is anyways going to talk good, bad and ugly, whatever they wish. But what you want to do is your choice. So you like him, you love him, and you're okay to accept him with all these things, then please go ahead. So this is about living with someone with schizophrenia, or any of the spouse getting diagnosed with schizophrenia. These are the few things that you will encounter. These are the few things that you have to face, because medication is going to be part of your life, a counselor is going to be part of your family, you have to be around, you have to keep giving positive affirmations, you will hear a lot of delusions and hallucination stories, there will be behavioral dysfunction, sometimes the pieces of memory missing, like few things will be distorted. So these things will be there in a person who's diagnosed with schizophrenia. So this is about it. If you're fine, you can accept, please go ahead and live with them. But if you will bring in regrets and ruin the life of both of you all, then please step back. So this is about it. I just wish and hope all the very best for you and for your partner. Whatever decisions you take, I hope the best reaches both of you all. So I'm so glad that you have written to us about this particular situation in your life. I'm sure a lot of others also who are in a similar situation will be able to take a decision after getting to hear from our end. So yeah, this is about the letter. Now let me go to the bonus videos. I hope you liked this DIY tip that we have given to maintain your hands and your legs. See, most of the time we actually concentrate just on the face. We tend to forget the neck and the hand and the legs. So I just thought we will use this one, rather share this one, because this is something that I do at least once a week, because you feel a lot more relaxed when you literally play with your foot and your hand. You massage it and you keep it for some time, and then you wash it off, and your hands really are moisturized and feel softer. So this is a good tip you guys can try. If you have rough hands or you have dry skin both in your hand and your leg, you can definitely try. It works really good. So I hope you liked today's session. If you have liked, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you want to feature your stories and your ideas and your suggestions in this segment, then please do write to us to the email address given below. You can also drop in the comment box. We can have some discussions based on it as well. So thank you so much for joining us. You have a great day.